So like I was saying, I'm going live everywhere, like on the YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and here. Let me wave at ya. So hey everybody, welcome to my live stream. So I'm streaming everywhere, and like if you caught me talking to Instagram, so like I'm on Instagram, I am on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, like I'm everywhere. So um, as people are joining, how are you doing all today? I'm still playing around with the best time to go live because when I go live, like let's say I don't know, like 5 p.m. my time or like 5:30 p.m. my time, like not many people show up. So and I think like 8 o'clock, like or closer to the 8 o'clock is a little bit better time to go live because like a lot of people are home and a lot of people are willing to like join and watch. But hey, let's talk about stuff. So what we're gonna talk about today, I I was thinking about for the people who are trying to transition to iOS development from, let's say, QA or any other specialty like tech specialty. Uh, as a former QA, I was experiencing some of the objections, and I think objections. I think objections. Uh, objections are very natural. So whenever you are like, I don't know, like starting a business or like switching specialty or doing something that you have never done before, you're gonna have some sort of objections. And it's also true for like when you're transitioning from one specialty to another, like um, iOS development, for example, from test automation, and it may take some time. But and like Jonathan on Instagram, he said that it may take some time, but like you eventually will be there. Like, hey, hello, I'm Java developer and find a job or in Canada or USA online. So like yeah, there are jobs available. So like if somebody is looking for a Java developer, here's a Java developer. So like thank you for hopping on my live stream. So and today I'm gonna talk about typical objections that QA engineers are going through like when they're switching their specialty because they're like I don't know, like when I was switching my specialty, it's not like a lot of it's not like I received a lot of objections, right? Like direct objections, but I receive a lot of indirect objections. So like, can you do a video on how do UI mocks with the Charles and other tools? I can do that video for I think I had that video. I will do that video like because with Charles you can do mocks and stuff like that. So when you get a chance, when you give a chance if possible, yeah, like I can look into it. I can look into it. So, but today we're going to talk about objections when you're transitioning from QA to iOS development. And I have for you handy dandy slides, and these slides are based on my real experience, what I was going through when I was transitioning from one specialty to another. So the first like the first thing like that is really important is for you to have like really firm mindset like yes I am an iOS developer now I'm going for iOS development I don't want to do anything else, this is my thing, I will do it, and like be very determined because you're gonna face objections, and the firmer you are in your mindset that yes I get it, like on my previous live streams, I was talking about that you gotta give yourself that job offer letter here first and say like, yes, like I can be here, I can be an iOS developer. So like the first permission, the first offer letter is always in your mindset. So when you and even if you facing objections or you facing resistance from other people, your mindset will really help you to get there. But the first objection, or the biggest objection that I've been getting in the past, and sometimes even now as a senior iOS developer, is people always try to put you in your QA box. What it means, people know that you do know test automation and you do test automation really well. So, and they need your skill. And it's really like it's really hard to find any good developer, either like a test automation engineer or a was developer. So if you're good, you're good. If you're good, people are gonna pull you and try to convince to do the work. So, but because they know of your past experiences, because they know about your expertise, they will try to put you in the box. And how it looked in my case, so I when I updated my LinkedIn profile that like I'm an iOS developer and I'm looking for iOS developer jobs and jobs related to iOS development, um, I still would get a lot of calls from recruiters, and they would say, "Oh, I know you're looking for a iOS developer job, but I have this really amazing SDAT test automation opportunity, and like they're paying really well. So I also have like a US opportunity, but they don't really pay really well. So like, do you want to get more money, or like I still considering iOS development, stuff like that." And I would just have to I would have to be really determined in my mindset, and I would say like, no, like I said, like I don't like I am moving towards iOS development. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to do test automation. I do test automation? Absolutely. I still can do UI test automation for iOS applications. And as an iOS developer, it's a part of my job to test my features as well. So I have to be really determined and say like, no, like I'm not interested. I'm like I won't do that. Like I'm not interested in those jobs. And like some of the recruiters, they at some point disconnected with me because they were looking for QA engineers, and I wasn't any interest of them. And or they might doubt my abilities, which I want to talk about like in the next slide. When they doubt my abilities as a iOS developer, they like, oh, like he is really like QA engineer, but like can he do iOS development? Like I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. So, like a lot of recruiters would actually disconnect with me, and I would have to almost, almost rebuild my network with recruiters. So, because a lot of former recruiters, they would put me in the box where, like, oh, like it's just QA or it's just test automation. So I had to disconnect with those recruiters because, listen, like, don't be afraid to disconnect with those recruiters, like, because they are not going to get you where you need to do where you need to be. They're just not gonna get you where you need to be. So, and the way to overcome this objection is to actually come out of your box. It's actually come out of your QA box. And the more you vocal about what you do right now, the more you vocal about your specialty and your skill set that you can do right now, the better you will get at overcoming those objections. When people like put you in the box, well, like for instance, what I would do, I would every day actively talk about iOS development. I would actively talk about feature development. I would be very intentional on my YouTube channel about my content, because I started my YouTube channel as a QA engineer, and I gained a lot of followers and a lot of subscribers because they were interested in test automation videos, especially XUI tests. And guess what? I had to, at some point, change my content, and I stopped talking about testing. I stopped talking about test automation, and I was losing my subscribers because it was damaging me a lot, damaging me as a content creator, as a YouTuber. But it really benefited me in the long run as an iOS developer, because my network in LinkedIn, my network everywhere else, they were watching and they were seeing my content. Even my upper management, like they were watching what I was doing on social media. Our director of product, she was watching what I was doing on my YouTube video channel, and she noticed and she said, like, I see you, what you're doing. You're trying to develop different apps and you try to develop different ideas. I think it's really amazing. I'm watching you. So, and this is my first, like, these are like tools that I use to get out of that QI box, because I didn't want people to think of me as a QA engineer. I want to really translate the message or give the message that I am doing right now iOS development. And I was really, really clear about it. I was really, really clear about it. Content, like on my YouTube channel, on my LinkedIn. And on LinkedIn, I will always also share something related to iOS development. So it's like this is how you, and I still have to overcome the objection. I'm a senior iOS developer now, and people would still call me for QA positions, test automation, and CUI tests. On LinkedIn, if you go to my page, like in the um, bio section, I can actually specify, hey, do not get in touch with me about test automation roles. I'm not interested. I will not be interested. So I'm still have to, like, I still have to come out of that box, and like keep coming out of that box yet and yet again. So another objection is that people, again, this is true for iOS or for QA engineers switching industries, or not industries, but like rather specialties. And it's also true for new iOS developers. Not enough experience, but for QA folks, we actually have experience. And especially if you have experience with testing mobile apps, with testing iOS apps, you do have that experience, especially if you have experience with XUI tests, and especially if you have close familiarity with the code base. So you actually have experience. So because it's either you don't have experience or you don't market it right. And what I mean by that, so what I did, first of all, I redid my LinkedIn profile, not completely, but like quite noticeably. I would delete all of the keywords about QA and test automation. So like this is like market yourself as an iOS developer. So like the first thing that I did, I would remove all of the keywords related to QA and test automation. I would emphasize for my past experience everything that was related or remotely related or could have been related to mobile. So I rewrote my old bullet points for my previous experience to emphasize my iOS experience as much as possible. I would network with other iOS engineers as well. So, like when you're trying to achieve new milestone in your career, when you're trying to transition to new specialty, when you're trying to transition to new career, so it's really important to surround yourself with like-minded people. It's really important to network with other iOS engineers. Why? Because for that community, like you are new, so like they know nothing about you, and they might actually respect your background in QA and test automation because it is necessary skill, and it may be in your advantage in your new network with iOS engineers, and they value it quite a bit. And at my job, it is quite a valuable skill that I can build UI test automation with XUI test. Everybody respects that. So, but it's really important to surround yourself with people where you want to be, and this and through your network will come better job opportunities. You may land more interviews and better interviews, and you will stay in touch with the community. You will hear the latest news. So this is really important to go to meetups, like your local meetups, or there's an iOS Dev Happy Hour. This is online event where you can go online and participate in virtual meetup, and meet other people, follow them on Twitter, connect with them on LinkedIn. So network is really important, and it's really huge. And you gotta talk about your craft on social media. So uh, the fact that you're transitioning to a new specialty, like it absolutely shouldn't be your top secret. People should know about it and you don't have to do anything crazy or like put out crazy coding concepts or um, like coding tutorials. Like just talk about mobile development, just talk about what you read about, just talk about what you are learning and what techniques you're discovering, and maybe like create really short videos of your simulator. So like you create a really cool animation, for example, or you develop a really like nice app and put it on your social media, put your on your LinkedIn, let people know what you're doing. And this is literally what I was doing as I was learning new stuff, as I was learning new techniques. I would put together little videos, sometimes tutorials, sometimes just short videos. And on my Instagram, actually, you can go down, and find some of the tutorials that or some of the techniques that I would post earlier on. So really important. So market yourself as an iOS developer. That's really important. This is how recruiters are going to see you differently, hiring managers are going to see you differently, and your network is going to see you differently. So another objection is kind of similar, like, and like notice that all of the objections are coming from that people still trying to put you in that QA box, that they still of you as a QA. And this objection is a little different, and how it's different, they see you through the QA lens. And what I mean by that, people might see that yes, you do iOS development. Yes, you know how to build mobile apps, but maybe you're not that serious. Oh, like he ain't that serious, or and I'm talking about me. Like maybe he just knows how to do a thing or two, or maybe he's just starting out, or like oh, like he's really advanced QA engineer. Oh yeah, like I'm on Instagram. So bye, Jonathan. Thank you for hanging out with me. So but yeah, they see you through QA lens. They think that he's just advanced QA engineer. So like he can do test automation, and he can do a little bit of production. He can do a little bit of a feature development. So, but they still see me as a QA, and they might still see you as a QA. So, and it's like, and this is misconception. And what you can do, you can keep showing up as an expert. Keep showing up as an expert. And what I mean by that is talk about more complex topics, and actually like uh, this is kind of like goes like hand in hand with your education. So like every morning or during your lunch break, go on the internet and actually discover articles, topics that are fairly complex, maybe topics on the architecture, maybe topics on like certain implementation, or the latest Swift development, like the latest feature in Swift as a programming language. So talk about those topics, talk about really complex topics and post it on LinkedIn and your social media, so like people can see you as an expert, because you're not just talking about simple table view, you're not just talking about simple like V stack and Z stack, you're talking about really deep engineering issues, really deep engineering topics. So keep showing up as an expert. So show the world what you know and can do. Again, it goes hand in hand. Show people your work. Do not be shy. Don't be shy. When what you learn in your tutorials, in your programs, in your um, educational from your educational materials, keep showing up and keep journaling and showing it to your network. It's really, really, really important. So, and again, like I'm kind of repeating myself, but this is exactly what I did. I would keep showing up as an expert, and to really to prove my expertise. And the more I was showing up as an expert, the more people would um, like actually see me as such. So, and it was really important. So, um, I don't want to. I don't want to be here like too long today, and I would like to um, tell you that if you are transitioning to iOS development, and if you would like a little help, or like you would like to get there faster, I do have a course. Or it's not a course, it's a coaching program. It's one-on-one coaching program where you and we are working together. Like we're meeting 2 times a week for approximately 1 hour. And in the meantime, between our sessions, uh, you are working on real applications, on real iOS application, implementing like new features. So I have a link for this video. So you need to sign up for free course if you are interested. Check out free course. I will add more lessons to it. So don't worry. This like these are 3 lessons, and because it is a brand new program, brand new 101 program, I have to record other examples and I have to record other messages. Um, so and you will also see what you're gonna learn at this program. So like this is curriculum. If you're curious, like subscribe, see what you can get, and you can subscribe here, and it will redirect you to my Calendly link for iOS Accelerator program. You can schedule an appointment here, and we're going to talk about if accelerator program is the right fit for you or not. If it's right, if it is the right for you fit or not. I'm telling you in advance, I'm providing you a lot of value. So I'm providing you a lot of value and a lot of work. And and this program is not necessarily the cheapest, but I have a few options for you how you can handle that. So where we can talk about it in the meeting. So like if you are interested in my iOS acceleration program. So definitely go to the link in my live stream, under my live stream. So go subscribe to a free course, like iOS acceleration course. Uh, See for yourself if you like it. I will add more lessons, as I said before. And if you're interested, we can schedule a call and see how everything is going. But I understand that maybe iOS accelerator program is not necessarily the right choice for you right now. So, and I understand it's a 6 months commitment, Maybe you need something quicker. Maybe you already know a lot of expertise and you have a lot of skills, but you need a little bit of help with transitioning, like in maybe with the interview prep, maybe you need to do like a little bit of a discovery of the industry. So I have another program for you. It's um it's a career coaching call where we can meet for 5 days or 5 times, so like 5 meetings for an hour, where we can identify like what is missing, so what is not clinking, what you need to do next. Either it is do more projects, update your resume, or anything like that. Then like what needs to be improved, if it is your resume or LinkedIn profile, and we're going to work on that. If you need to find more resources like to learn, let's say, upskill your iOS development skill set, like we can also work on that option. But we can determine your next steps, because listen, when I was transitioning into iOS development, I really wish I had somebody like really to sit down and really develop a strong strategy, like with clear like what skills I'm missing right now. So I had to do it on my own. Nobody told me, and how I can gain those skills. And you can follow the link in my stream if you want to do, like, if you need a little bit more help with your career and schedule like a career coaching with me. Again, it's for 5 sessions. So like when you schedule your first session, so when you schedule your first session, you will able to like you will get an email with a link, with a calendar link, where you can schedule other sessions as well. So I actually have a testimony for y'all. I have this is my client. This is my former client, and she and as you see, she's not a developer, she is a recruiter. But when she came to me, she really wanted to have an advice and help with her resume. And um, we work on her LinkedIn profile, and after that she was able to launch a new job as a recruiter, like literally within like few weeks. And now she's assisting staffing manager. So like not only she was able to launch her like next job after our career coaching session, working on her resume, working on how to market herself, working on interview questions. She was able, not only she was able to land a new job, but she was also able to secure that career in recruiting. So, and she's really happy where she's at, and definitely her financial situation has improved quite a bit. So, um, like I said, if iOS Accelerator course is not the right choice for you right now, you can totally go ahead and schedule with me coaching consultation, coaching sessions. Again, if these are 5 sessions where we work really deeply on what you need to do, and like how you need to get there, because everybody might be a little bit different. And even if you are QA or not QA, everybody's path is a little bit different in career, and it's really important to like kind of know your strength and weaknesses, and also have clear, like for me, it's more so about clear path, how you can develop those skills, that skill set, how you can bridge that gap between where I want to be and where I'm at right now. So, and it took me like about, I don't know, it took me about a year, or yeah, about a year to transition to really to the right mindset and to the new career. So I would definitely could use some sort of help like that. So, like I said, I don't want to be super long tonight. Thank you, everybody who was watching my live stream. If you are on replay crew, say hello in the comments. So, sign up for my free course. It is free 99. If you're not ready for 6 months commitment for iOS Accelerator course, either like it might be it might be a little bit too long for you or a little bit too expensive or what have you, you can always schedule a shorter career coaching program with me for 5 sessions where we can work specifically what is missing in your career so you can move to the next level easily. Thank you so much for watching. And definitely let me know if you have any questions, if you have any like concerns, and uh, like if you need any help with anything. So my services are open and available. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.